Hey guys, it's Lala. Today I thought I would film a video on a look I've actually never tried before. Today I just saw someone have a really cool cut crease and I was like, I'm gonna give it a little bit of a go. So if you'd like to learn how I got this beautiful look right here, then just keep on watching. Because if you don't keep on watching, you'll never learn anything, so no. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. concealer. So this is the one I used in one of my previous videos, in my first impressions of all e.l.f. products, which you should go check that one out. So this is the light shade. I've had a few people asking what shade it was. Not sure if I included it in the video, but it is shade light. Okay, so just going to be applying it straight onto our eyelids. And then just blending it all in to create like a nice flat base. I'm starting to get like veins on my eyes. And I'm like 12, so I'm like, what's going on? What's going to happen when I actually get old? Okay, and just to be setting that down, we're going to be using our translucent powder. This is the one from Laura Mercier. I use this to bake as well. Just handy to use the same product wise. Today I'm going to be using my Morphe palette. This is the 35N palette. So it's basically got 1,000 shades of brown and then a few orangey. So it's a very warm palette. But then it's got like these little cool tones. Why have I got this on my wrist? Using my Luxe Soft Crease brush from Zoeva. We're going to be grabbing this one to start off with. This is like a nice neutral shade just to kind of get a transition color going. So it's like a warm, like a beige sort of colour. Now we're going to be going in with this like really warm orangey colour. Now I'm in love with warm toned colours, so we're definitely going to be grabbing to this one. It's the first one I looked at and I was like, now don't forget to bring it out to here because we are going to be doing like a nice sharp line. You don't want all this bit to be empty and sparse with like just the leftover colour. You want to make sure you're focusing the product there as well. My Petite Crease brush from Zoeva again. So we're going to be grabbing the same colour and just going a little bit more. This is the one that broke. I love using this one and I think one day when I opened it, it just cracked and I was quite upset, but it's okay, we can still use you. So we'll be grabbing that one there and then focusing that on the crease. Now don't be too scared if you're going to get it onto the main lid because we will be cleaning that up. So just making sure you're more on the lower side than higher. We don't want to go too high. Okay, I want to go slightly darker. And then blending that in again. This is literally just playing around with blending and making it as even as you can. It looks so good. That's beautiful. We're going to leave it like that. Alana, what are you doing with your life? You know, I don't know. I don't know. So once we feel that the blending is literal as good as we can, we're going to be moving on to concealer again. Okay, so really as a precise shader that's honestly as precise as we can get it. Why is there tape on my brush? I'm going to be applying it really generously and precisely. Am I happy with that blending though? Basically what you're going to do, try and carve out where we're going to be popping the white product, so carving out a crease. And not opening your eye up too wide because it has not been set yet. So there could be issues there. And then in the palette in the top corner there's like a white shade. We're going to be popping that over the top. So for eyeliner, I'm going to be using the Stila Stay All Day waterproof? I didn't know it was waterproof. So this is the colour in Intense Black. Grab your hands dandy makeup wipe. And then just wiping off the excess down here to clean it up. The difference it makes them look false but like amazing, and everyone always asks me like, are they your real lashes? I'm like, yes, and they're like, what? And I'm like, I know. It's probably one of my favorite products, and I'm definitely going to be going and trying Napoleon's other products because this one's absolutely amazing. Okay, so for primer today I'm going to be using my Urban Decay Primer Potion, but I have a lot of like just bumps here, and popping this on top, it just eliminates them straight away, which it's equivalent to a really nice base, and then that's obviously going to make your foundation be a lot nicer. We can get started with foundation. So today I'm going to be using more of a drugstore sort of foundation today, as it suits my tan tone. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Matte that I actually borrowed from my friend because I don't have any tan foundations. So thank you, Christina. A medium texture and a high coverage. I don't know what texture means, but medium texture, you don't want to have texture. Okay, hair's gonna be tied up. Tried to be all cute, it's not happening. I'm so hideous. Back in with concealer, we're going to be going back in with the e.l.f. Light Concealer. Popping that under our eyes. Ooh, there's a hair on my face. Don't get any product on it. Ooh. Just going to be blending that in just with my beauty blender, so just light little dabs. Concealing around my nose because I don't even know why it gets dark around there. Like, can someone explain that to me? Oh no, we gotta set this baby into place. Okay, we're having a bit of a spot of MAC at the moment, so we're gonna be using my MAC 187 with my Studio Fix, and this is in the shade AA or NC30. So this is just gonna be setting all of our foundation into place. Basically grabbing our Laura Mercier translucent powder, so it's like a loose powder, and then a beauty blender or a brush, preferably a beauty blender, just a bit easier, and then just literally dabbing on the loose powder quite thickly. So this will kind of just let the concealer sink and set into place so we don't have any creasing, because creasing sucks. I hate creasing. Creasing makes me so angry. When I was younger and I first started buying concealer, the days. I used to just wear concealer on its own, like with no foundation, nothing. I just didn't like that I had really dark circles. I had dark circles from a really young age. Stressing about, you know, Mario Kart and other things as you do at like 11 years old. And then one day I realized something's not right. And I was talking to my friend about it. Me and her both had bought the same concealer, and she wasn't having the issue. And I was like, what's the problem? And she's like, you're supposed to set it down with powder. I'm like, what's powder? Okay, so popping that on my jawline as well, because not only does it set it into place, but it sort of like acts as a highlighter. So obviously if we want a really nice sharp contour, just like these wings here, highlighting underneath will really accentuate that. I'm popping that on my forehead as well, and then just on the tip of my nose. So everything sits down nice and into place. Okay, so brows are essential. So basically, we're going to be going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. This is in dark brown. My hair is like black at the moment. Still no update on it getting, I think it's getting lighter, or I think I'm getting used to it. Like, I genuinely have no idea. So I like to apply that on the tail first, just like bringing that down. Then just underlining. I think it's time to wipe off the excess powder. Today we're going to be using my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. Now, it is a little bit used. Basically, this banana shade was absolutely gorgeous. This highlighter is probably the worst highlighter I've ever seen. Too Faced is one of my favorite brands, and when they had this palette, what were you thinking? So this is my Angled Kabuki F84 from Sigma. And just starting up just on the top of my ear, just there, bringing it down just to about where my arch is in my brow. I like to bring that up to my temple. Not for any particular reason, I feel like it just kind of complements when it's all blended nicely together. I like to pop that on my forehead. Ugh. You don't necessarily have to have like a huge forehead or forehead. Just as long as you're contouring it. It complements the bronzer below, and it kind of just brings the whole face's look together, which I think is really important. So I'm not really like insecure about my forehead. Just it looks a lot nicer when it's all nice and done all together. Using another one of my Tarte just crease brushes. I'm just going to be doing my nose as well. Now for applying some highlighter. So this is my Ambient Euphoric Strobe Light from Hourglass. It's so gorgeous. I didn't actually intend on going to buy it. Usually kind of like, oh, that's really pretty, but I kind of just walked past. I was like, meh. The lady was testing my foundation, and she ended up doing my whole face, and she popped this on my face, and then I was like, what is that? Oh my god. It's like this really classy champagne. Oh hot damn. I love this, like I love the top lip so much. Is the Sugar Plum Fairy that I've used to exfoliate my lips. They have these like little sugar lip scrubs that are actually edible, and I used to put this on anyone that I was doing my makeup with, and I'd like make them try it, and like it's just the coolest thing ever. They look just so luscious. And Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. So these are velour liquid lipsticks. Beautiful, love pink packaging, pink and yellow. Whew. I'm really liking my reds and my oranges though right now, like red and yellow, like my favorite colors at the moment. Okay, so just applying this on. I'm not usually someone that reaches for like cool toned, but this is like a nice nude, but it's got like a pink, cool pink sort of vibe, and I love it. This is the shade Celebrity Skin. So yeah, I like the name and I love the texture. It has not dried out my lips at all. Okay, so that is the finished look for today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. It means the world to me that there's people watching and helping me support something that I really like doing, just a hobby of me at home, playing around with my makeup. If you liked it, leave a thumbs up and comment below what you would like to see next. Also, if you really enjoyed it, please click the little subscribe button just under the little thing that says Lala Beauty XO somewhere down there. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere there. It's somewhere down there.